You're listening to Cleveland After Dark on 107.3 WNWV Elyria, Cleveland. 107.3 The Way. I'm coming for you, David A. Arnold. I sure as hell hope to run into you, Julie, Anna Grace, and Ashlyn. And if I do, let's get a pic on both my phone, my dad's phone, and even your phones for you to post to your feed for everybody else on your followers list to see. And maybe we can do some TikTok and YouTube clips together. So cheers to tomorrow. It ain't for the week. Goddamn. Tomorrow's about to be a banger YouTube video. That's going to be goated and will be uploaded on Sunday. Oh, there you are. Everybody come in the bedroom. We need you to help us get ready for David A. Arnold's big Netflix taping tomorrow night. Oh, yeah. Right this way. Later on, we're going to do episode 2 of the Instagram exclusive version of the annual Once a Month series, It Ain't for the Week, to commemorate his big show tomorrow night. So make sure he sees it, okay? Make sure his wife and daughter see it too. So Thursday Night Presentations episode Ty Dillon. Come on! Shh. Welcome to the epic return of the Thursday Night Presentation series for episode Ty Dillon, the 13th installment. Now, I've not attended to the series since January 21st, 2016, when I recorded episode Ryan Newman 12 back in the basement with much older, crummier equipment. And, you know, it's going to be a long-ass way before we get to Ty Dillon's current car, number 42, in episode count. And, you know, with David A. Arnold's big night tomorrow night, I couldn't have picked a better time. But before we talk about it, speaking of the devil, I want to get the two most important things out of the way, which, you know, two important things that fell on the perfect weekend, which is why I picked today to bring back this series. So, happy Michael Waltrip 15th birthday to the star of David's show, That Girl Lele on Nickelodeon, the actress of the same name, Alea High, better known by her stage name, That Girl Lele. Happy birthday, Lele. And most important of all, congratulations to Lele, David Arnold, David Arnold himself, I should say, and the rest of the cast and crew on getting renewed for season 2. Expect a separate YouTube video on Tuesday of me talking about it, considering that, I figured out a solution. Mallory James Mahoney's birthday tribute will still be recorded Monday. I figured since, Hulu put Promised Land on episode 2 then since ABC put episode 2 of Promised Land on Hulu already, I could just watch it Sunday after I upload tomorrow night's banger video, and then, I can still do Mallory's birthday tribute, so I don't have to keep, moving shit, that way I could still do things on the original day I planned. So, therefore, I got that figured out, which means February 1st, I will discuss That Girl Lele getting a season 2. So, happy Michael Waltrip 15th birthday to That Girl Lele herself. Congratulations to Lele, David, and the rest of the crew for getting renewed for season 2. So, let's get into it. Thursday Night Presentations episode 13. Tomorrow is finally the big night. It's gonna finally be here. We are one more sleep away from the big Netflix special that David A. Arnold filming here in Ohio. It's gonna be fun. So therefore, what we're about to do, me and my dad, we're gonna leave the house a little earlier because it's a 9:30 show. We're going to be out there all night long. I'm going to be filming all night long. This is exactly why I decided to clear out my phone storage-wise. That way, I don't waste any money, trying to get a new one that'll hold more stuff. And 2, I can actually film stuff with the phone. That's more important to me. It's most important to film with the phone for YouTube. While, miscellaneous stuff in general, I can still film with the other thingamajig, the camera, that, has a short-ass battery short-ass battery life, and I living life, and I don't know why. But it's going to be big. We're going to go out to dinner first. I don't know where we're going to go eat, but whichever restaurant it is, I hope David A. Arnold's at that same restaurant. Hopefully, if he's there at the same time as we are. And I have this feeling that I'm not, I mean, he could or could not be. I mean, he could be, and I don't even know it. I'm pretty sure he's planning with his people that are going to be at the show with him a surprise for me. For me to, like, run into him, to the point where, like, they're, like, like, get there and, but right now they're setting me up to the point when we get to tomorrow where they put the setup to the test and they surprised me by giving me to see him and his wife Julia and his daughters Anna Grace and Ashlyn. That's what I'm thinking is happening, although I don't know for sure. I hope he is because, oh my God, I'm not expecting to run into him or meet him, but with the fact that I've messaged him about it over 50,000 times on Instagram, I'm sure he will because he's nice like that. Well, he can still be the most cordial person on the planet, in the acting, TV, comedy industry, and still be funny as fuck, But I'm not expecting anything, but if I do get to run into him, see his wife and kids, I will lose my shit and go live in la vida loca. And I hope I not only get a picture with him, but also get a picture with his daughters, Anna Grace and Ashlyn, who are also Nickelodeon stars because of his work on Nickelodeon with Side Hustle and That Girl Lele. And I'm gonna say I'll do some YouTube clips with him and Anna Grace and Ashlyn. Most important of all, maybe I'll do some TikTok clips with David and maybe do a TikTok dance with Anna Grace and Ashlyn at the same time. Oh my God, that would be so fucking awesome. It's shaping up to be one of the greatest nights of my soon-to-be 28 years of history. My penultimate major event, major event of my 27th trip around the sun that's about to come to an end in 3 weeks. Because the very last one will be Kelly Berglund's birthday at the Spurs-Cavs game, which I'll show you right here what I'm going to wear to that game, whether the shorts are here or not. This thing, I'm wearing it to the Spurs-Cavs game on Kelly Berglund's birthday when we record that long-ass goated YouTube video, which is also going to be a Kelly Berglund birthday tribute. So I look forward to having you guys see that, but I don't know if the COVID rapid test is mandatory, but if it is, then that's great. If it is, then it's across the street from us, across the street from the Hannah Theater, so it won't be far. But I'm pretty sure the vaccination card, the proof of vaccination, will get us in with or without the test. So I'm just downright excited, and I'm hoping, they're not really strict about, filming stuff in there, whether it's filming stuff of yourself or filming David doing the show, or the performer in general, whether it's David or somebody else. But I get it. My dad had a bad experience with his side of the family. Got one time at Playhouse Square where they took all their phones, but I recorded some stuff and took some pictures at the Double Dare show in Playhouse Square where my sister took me in 2018, and I didn't get my phone taken away. So just because my dad had a bad experience with the phones over at Playhouse Square, just because it happened to him and his family, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen to me. So I think I'm going to be okay. So I think my dad's just paranoid, but I think we'll be okay. I hope. I just wish, my dad would, he wouldn't all that paranoid, because I get it. It happened to you. I get it, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen to me too. But we'll see what happens when we get there. But I'm really, really excited. It's going to be we didn't get tickets to the 7 o'clock show, unfortunately. I wish he would have had that kind of money to take me to both. I'm really, either way, at least it's one show is better than no shows at all. But I'm really, really stoked to be there and hopefully run into him. I know he said on one of his live streams he wasn't doing a meet and greet, and, after the show to keep himself safe from COVID. But even without that meet and greet passes, I'm pretty sure he's going to find a way for me to see him anyway. For me to actually get to talk to him and meet him in person, and his wife and daughters, because of the fact he knows me so well from all the Nickelodeon love across social media. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a way. I'm kind of expecting it, but at the same time, I'm not expecting it, but let alone getting my hopes up. So we just got to pray on that, like my grandmother would always say. I mean, we're going to record bits and pieces of the show of him, if there's cameras allowed. And we're going to record me and my dad, laughing our asses off throughout the mask. We're going to see if we can go to the shop, to buy some of his merchandise, the It Ain't For The Week merchandise, the goddamn merchandise. And it's funny how he changes the word goddamn to his own, where instead, he spells it G-A-A-D-A-M, instead of G-O-D-D-A-M. GAMN, which I thought gives it in the word a more unique personality itself. So, I mean, people, and even though those who are wise enough, like Dale Earnhardt Jr., knows what he's really trying to say, or knows what his fans copy, when they say it. So I just hope it does. People, like, if I get that shirt and I wear that shit somewhere, I hope nobody gets their panties in a wad and gets offensive over it, because nowadays people are offended almost by everything that we used to be cool with back in the day. Sports teams, syrup bottles, general products you get at the store. It's stupid. I just hope I don't get caught out of my shirt. If I get a goddamn shirt, it doesn't get deemed inappropriate. Like, it's a David Arnold shirt. I mean, I get it, it's a bad word, but it's basically his tagline. He's not purposely trying to, offend anybody. I hope that's not the case, but I don't think it should be a problem, based on where I work. So therefore, I'm pretty sure, my coworkers, the Viacrest workers, when Margaret works with, I'm pretty sure they'd understand this, but that's what a comedian / Nickelodeon actor would say away from Nickelodeon, obviously, because, working on Nickelodeon, that girl Lele, and sometimes Side Hustle, he has to keep it clean. But I always said, if, a fan like me were to go visit Nickelodeon to get a tour of the show's sets, and, just to meet their heroes from the show, like the on-screen actors, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't care if, fans like me who are, based on how old I am, I don't think they would care if I swear, because of the fact that whenever I'm interacting with them or making reaction videos after every episode, I'm cussing in a lot of posts. So therefore, that's why they don't even yell at me or say anything, because they know that's how I am. And considering that I learned how to cuss from my own dad when I was 4, the man who's taking me to see this wonderful man tomorrow, David A. Arnold. So, and his middle name is Anthony, just like me. So that's another reason why I like him, along with the fact that he's from snowy Cleveland, Ohio. And so this is what he's seeing right now, just like me. Look at that. Hang on. Yeah, it's a shitty, I know you can't see it really well. Don't tell me how shitty that is, but yeah, that's a shitload of snow. That's exactly what David Arnold's going through right now, seeing his family and that he grew up with as a child before he met Julie and had Anna, Grace, and Ashlyn. It's really cool to see. I've been following him closely since, this Netflix stuff was planned, so I'm really excited I get to be part of it. Now, normally I do not watch any streaming stuff, but this summer, whenever I can't go out, whenever I'm unable to make it outside for episode of Fun in the Sun, I will watch just for him, just to see how it turned out. But my arms are getting tired, so I'm just gonna end this episode right here. It just felt good to be back, creating Thursday night presentations. Like I said, it's not always going to be on Thursday nights. So therefore, I expect this series to start continuing again on a consistent basis. So I look forward to recording tomorrow night's banger YouTube video, and most important of all, uploading it for you guys on Sunday. It's going to be not only be a banger, it's going to be a long-ass goated one. And I hope I can get not only David to sub to me on YouTube, but also follow me on TikTok. Both my main with 11K and my second account for YouTube updates, Mark Oliveris on YT. Same with Anna Grace on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, and Ashlyn on Instagram and TikTok, and then she doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. And I hope I get, Instagram follow back from Julie, his wife, and a Facebook friendship back, because she doesn't have a YouTube nor a TikTok. So I look forward to finally bringing the Arnolds into my life in person for the first time ever since I fanned him, when I found out who he was through Side Hustle as the baseball coach, and became an even bigger fan with that girl Lele, where he even got to appear as a character there too. Pastor Brown, where I jokingly said in the comment section of one of his posts on that episode, I wish Pastor Brown was the pastor at my church. So let's end this right here. Have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Life will give you a lot of lows, but when you hit a high, enjoy it. And as David Arnold himself would say, we're going to hear this a lot tomorrow night. It ain't for the weak, goddamn. And of course, be you. You have to try harder to do less. So take care, everyone. Good night. And tomorrow night, I'm coming for you, David Arnold.